Hello guys, today's application is about bank accounts. This is a C++ application that will demonstrate is a relationship, inheritance, polymorphism and aggregation. Introduction. Application to demonstrate object-oriented programming concepts of C++ programming language, including inheritance, abstract classes, pure virtual methods, overriding polymorphism with user interactive menu-driven application for the sake of learning programming. It also includes aggregate relationships represented through a bank class that will manage the bank accounts. This application is different from the one I wrote for the Java programming tutorials. Okay, so what is inheritance and is the relationship in C++? Is the relationship indicates that a class is a subclass of another class. Is the relationship promotes code reuse, which is the basic advantage of object-oriented programming. For example, a person is a base class and a student is a subclass. Now the student is also a person. Polymorphism provides another advantage where children or child classes can override the base class methods and base class functionality and provide their own specialized functionality. Abstract classes cannot be instantiated. Pure virtual methods must be overridden in the child classes to make them concrete classes so that we can use them. We can create their instances and call their functions. We cannot create objects of abstract classes. We create objects on the heap so that we can use polymorphism. There are two ways of creating objects in C++: reference type and objects on the heap using pointer notation with new keyword. Menu driven account application. We are going to implement a bank account class, checking account class and savings account class, and then we will write our collection class called bank that will manage the accounts, and our main method with some functions so that we can provide menu driven interaction to the user to create accounts and process different transactions. Thank you guys. Let's begin coding. Hello guys, I am going to use C-Line IDE. This is a very good IDE to make programs, and I have created an application using C++ 14 that will use CMake as a build process. So far this is a skeleton project. Let's add class. Account class, and we are going to create both CPP and .h header files. Okay, this is our base class. This is the advantage of using an IDE. It will create a basic scripting. Okay, now savings account, and now bank account, bank class. Okay, let's begin with account class. We need to provide prototypes here: public interface, private attributes. Okay, let's add include IO stream for IO, include, let's say, standard library, and we, instead of using entire library, we can use using std cout, using std cin, using std nl, and I think so far good. Okay, int account number and double balance. This is how we made this application in Java tutorial. Okay, default constructor, and here we will write parameter constructor account and const int. That's it. We will pass account number. Okay, now getter functions. Int get account number const, make it constant, read only access, double get balance. Okay, now setter functions. Void set account number constant. Okay, update account number. Okay, now we cannot manipulate balance directly in this class. Okay, now pure virtual methods to make it abstract class. Boolean deposit const double and is equal to 0. Virtual, we must make it virtual, pure virtual method. Abstract method must be implemented in the child class. Virtual boolean withdraw const double. Okay, another abstract method. Okay, now we can also add a virtual boolean method. So add, I think we can make it non-virtual boolean transfer const int and double const double. Okay, function to transfer funds from one account to another. Okay, that is our declaration for the class account. Now we will implement these things except the pure virtual methods. Okay, copy these and go to CPP file. Include is already there, so we place them there. Remove these functions and implement the account class functions. These are constructors, getter methods, and these are setter method, and this is transfer utility method or transaction method. Okay, we can write constructor in two ways, as a initializer list or as a function. So this is the syntax for initializer list. Account number, let's say 0, and balance, let's say 0. Okay, account number. Okay, let's do it as a function style. So this account number is equal to account number, and this dot balance is equal to 0. Must initialize the numbers because C++ does not initialize basic types to their default values like Java or C Sharp or VB.NET. So we have to initialize these values. Otherwise, they will carry junk values. Okay, return account number. Here we return balance. Okay. I think we need to update a function. Okay. Set account number. This dot account number is equal to account number. Account number. Okay. This function. Okay, we need to change something here. We need to pass object reference, not the okay constable account and or let's say pointer. Okay, okay, we will add funds from this current account into this account passed by parameter. Okay, so first thing first, check balance is sufficient if balance variable parameter name amount is greater than equal to amount. Okay, otherwise we return false. Okay, now subtract the update current balance. So balance is equal to amount. Add to transferred. Okay, account deposit amount. We can use withdraw function here, but because this is happening within the same account, so we can access this balance attribute. Okay, let's go to next class, checking account. Okay, in the checking account include iostream, include cstdlib, and import cout using cin using handle. Though we have not used it so far, but we can import these for the accessibility of these C++ built-in objects and functions. So include the account. Okay, now we extend the class account. Let's make it public inheritance. In public inheritance, the public functions, public attributes, and protected attributes all available within the account child class, but the private attributes are not visible within this child class. Private methods and private attributes will be the part of account class. So public and private. We don't need more attributes. Okay, basically we only need to override and provide constructors and override the pure virtual methods. Okay, so default constructor, checking account. I'm not adding transaction fee here for simplicity. Checking parameter account, parameter constructor, checking account, constant account number. Okay, now overridden methods. We need to make them non-pure, non-abstract, because we are going to implement them. Okay, remove these to make them non-abstract. We can keep them virtual, that does not matter. Okay, overridden methods. Okay, that's it. And we will implement these functions in the associated CPP class. Okay. Resolution operator to identify the function declaration. We need to remove the virtual keyword, and similarly we call the base class constructor account. Okay, this will call the default account constructor from the account class and then process this constructor. Okay, now we call the parameter constructor account number. Okay, account class constructor and pass the account number. We don't need anything else to do within these constructors. Okay, this function, these are important transaction functions. Okay, this is deposit. So to make a deposit we must ensure that the amount is a positive number. If amount is less than equal to 0, output an error. The deposit amount must be a positive value. Return false to indicate the transaction failed. Okay, here update the balance. Okay, we need to make balance as protected member, account class. No, not this one, this one. Protected, so it will be accessible within the child classes. Okay, update balance. Balance plus is equal to amount, and we output a message, cout account has been credited, and let's put some information, amount, and that's it, NL, and we can output current balance. Okay, and return true simply to indicate transaction is successful. Okay, now here it is a big question. Big question is, why did not we implement this function in the account class and this function? We can, but this is for the sake of learning. Putting these function implementation in the child classes is vital to understand how polymorphism works. Further, we can increase the functionality and override the base class functionality. And in the base class, there is no implementation for the deposit and overdraw withdraw function. So we can provide separate functionality for checking account and separate functionality for the savings account. We can add, for example, transaction fee here that will deduct the balance when the transaction has been processed. In the checking account, we can add different things that are specific for the savings account. For example, add interest, calculate interest. Okay, so I for the sake of simplicity, I am not adding specialized features of these subclasses. Now, withdraw function. Similarly, we must check the amount is positive. A negative amount withdrawn will be added to the balance amount. Withdraw amount must be a positive value. A second check must be positive value. Second check is sufficient balance. If amount is less than equal to balance, only then do the transaction. Otherwise return false. Output a message. Balance is not sufficient to withdraw amount. Okay, let's put this statement current balance. Okay, now here we withdraw the amount. So balance is equal to subtracted amount. Output messages. Withdrawal of amount has been made. See out. Let's print the current balance. Okay, return true. Okay, this class is complete. So we can copy these codes because we are not going to change any functionality in the savings account. Okay, let's go to savings account. First, the declarations. IO stream and cstd using namespace std cout using std cin and using std and l. Include account. Okay, same public and public interface, and we need to copy these functions here. Okay, we will update it later. Okay, default constructor, savings account, parameter constructor, savings account constant, and here prototypes of transactions. Boolean deposit const double. Okay, let's copy this from checking account. Okay, these two functions. Okay, now let's override and implement these two. We already have these functions here. I will update the class references. Resolution operator and this. Okay, call the base class constructor and again call the base class constructor. Okay, that's it. Our classes are done. Okay, now let's write the main driver code. Include classes, account, include checking account, include savings account, and on top of it include, let's say, how we need to implement a bank class. Include bank class. This is the additional new class that will manage the bank accounts. It is not implemented in previous Java tutorial, but I have added it in the Swing UI based Java tutorial. Okay, include IOString, include CSTD, and include account, include checking account, and include savings account. Okay, now we need using std let's use vector for the collection of vector accounts. Let's add speciality to the class. Private, okay, double IR, interest rate. Double calc IR, const, double apply IR. Okay, we need to implement these functions. Okay, let's implement these functions. Okay, and also set the interest rate in the constructor so that it is available throughout the application. Okay, IR, let's say 0.05, 5%, 5% interest rate. Set it here also 0.05. Okay, now implement these functions. Okay, so we have interest rate on balance, and we can calculate the interest by multiplying the interest rate with the return balance multiplied by IR. Okay, double interest balance multiplied by IR and add into balance interest, and we don't need to return it from here. Void, change the prototype also. Void. Now let's implement the bank class. Okay, private vector account, and we will store the pointer objects so that we can dynamically call the functions from the child classes. Accounts. Okay, let's say basically we don't need this one, and we can keep track of the static int next account. Okay, to keep track of the accounts created. Here we will add functions. We don't need a constructor because it is not required. Okay, void add account and void, or let's say account get account const int account number. Okay, this way we get the account for the processing. Okay, void let's say boolean deposit const int const double boolean withdraw const int const double. It is a good practice to pass the parameters as constant values if we are not going to change them. Next we will add the transfer function. Transfer boolean transfer. Okay, constant two count numbers and a double value. Okay, these are 4 functions. I think these are fair enough to start. Let's add a helper function to get the ID and int get next account number. Okay, let's implement these functions. Okay, account, let's add the resolution for the class. Here we will initialize a static field initialization int bank and next account number is equal to 0 or bank. Next account number. Okay, let's begin. Okay, now add the account to the accounts account. account number. Let's search for the account number. Okay, for size t, I is equal to 0, and we can use the advanced loops also, but it is better to stay with the basics because these tutorials are meant for the beginner programmer. I is less than account dot size and I plus plus. Okay, if accounts I get account number is equal to account number, we return the object. Okay, return null pointer. Okay, get the object account is equal to get account number and add the account deposit double. Okay, let's first check we have the object. If account is not equal to null ptr, amount, return it. Account number and amount, return false. Okay, now same way implement the withdraw function. Amount, account number. Okay, let's copy this. Now return the withdraw function. Rest of everything is same. Okay, first let's say second and amount. Find objects account to from, and we get account first, account to where we are going to transfer funds, get account second. Okay, now check both are valid objects. If from is not equal to null ptr and to is not equal to null ptr, so we return from dot transfer and to and amount. Okay, return false. Some account is not valid or does not exist. Okay, next id. So bank next account number is equal to 1 and return. Okay, let's start it from 1000 and the first will be the 1001. Okay, almost ready. Simple bank class that will aggregate the account objects and provide way to withdraw, access, transfer and deposit the different transactions. Let's make the main menu. Okay, function prototypes, int menu, display the menu. entry point of the program. Okay, let's implement this function. Welcome to bank alpha. Just a name. Okay, so create an account. Let's copy this line. Check balance and deposit and withdraw and transfer, and that's it. Exit. Exit. Okay, read the option. Int option. We can also trap non-numeric input, but keep it simple. So option is read, and let's put it into a loop. Do while option is less than 0 or option is greater than 5. Okay, this will keep displaying the menu until the user enter a valid menu. Okay, I'm not trapping non-numeric inputs, so make sure to enter numeric value. If option is less than 0 or option is greater than 5, okay, show error, invalid input, try again, and L. Okay, put new line here and return option. Okay, this is our menu function. Let's declare objects. Declare bank class object. Bank is equal to bank. Okay, user option. Do while option is not equal to 5. Int option. Okay, call menu. Okay, option is equal to menu. Okay, now let's if statements. Option is equal to 1. Create object. Let's copy paste. 1 2 3 4. Okay, and 2, check balance, deposit and withdraw and exit. This is our skeleton. No, this is transfer. So one more, exit for 0. See out. Thank you for using bank app and all. Okay, here we will create new function, new account, and deposit and other stuff. Let's write function for them. First come first, bank create. Create, okay. Display the menu to the user and remove this comment. Create object and add to the bank. Void create account, bank and bank object. Let's create this function first. Okay, so first thing first, we need to get a choice from the user what type of account she wanted to create. Okay, account is equal to null pointer. Okay, ask for type, cout select account type. One checking account, and savings account. Return to main menu. Okay, enter choice, put into a loop, do int choice is equal to, let's say, 0, while choice is less than 1 or choice is greater than 3. Okay, cn choice, if choice is less than 1 or choice is greater than 3, cout error invalid choice, try again. Okay, so now create object based on if choice is equal to 1 or choice is equal to 2, else return, that's it, we don't need to do anything else. Okay, here create account, if choice is equal to 1, account is equal to new checking account, bank dot get next account number. What is wrong here? Okay, is inaccessible. We need to make this prototype public. Okay, good to go. And account is equal to new savings account, bank dot get next number. Okay, add to the bank dot add account, that's it. Cout bank account, and let's write it here, checking account has been created. Let's use it. Int account number. With account number. Okay, let's do the same here. Account number. Okay, now account number is created. Okay, let's test it first. Run this application. We have an error here, and run again. Okay, it is done. So we enter the option 1, create, and sorry, we did not call the function. Sorry, create account and bank. Okay, run it. One, and we select the account type. Why we are printing this? Okay, because of the ID echo. So checking account. Okay, checking account should be created. Checking account has been created with the account number. Just ignore this output. This is just the echo of the input. Okay, now check the balance, and let's copy this function deposit amount to an account void deposit bank, and copy, withdraw, transfer, and check balance. Check account balance. Okay, copy, okay ji, first function bank. Okay, get account number. Please enter account number. Okay, now get amount. See out, enter deposit amount. Okay, call function from bank. If bank dot deposit account number amount, and it is true, output. Transaction is successful. Okay, else transaction is failed. Okay, copy for the withdraw function. bank and withdraw. Okay, enter an amount, account number and withdraw amount. Okay, call the withdraw function. That's it. Okay, now transfer bank and copy, get an account number from account. Okay, see out, please enter account number to transfer amount. Let's make it from for clarity. Account number of from account. Okay, and amount is amount. Let's write it transfer amount. From account number 2 and amount, and change the function transfer. Okay, now check balance bank. Enter account number, and we don't need amount, and we don't need all these things. Just print see out your balance, account balances. Okay, bank dot get we missed the function. Okay, get account. Let's call the account. Okay, account is equal to bank account number. Okay, now if account is not equal to null pointer, what is wrong with this function? Okay, make it const. Okay, we don't need to make this const. Okay, I will change the prototype. Account dot get balance and L. So our check balance function is done. Update the prototype signature. Okay, I think that's it. We call the functions, deposit, okay, and withdraw, and this is withdraw. Check balance, deposit, and withdraw, and here we have transfer, and that's it. Let's run. Let's test it. Stop it, run it. Okay, now create a function, create an account. Okay, checking account. We have a checking account with the number 1001. Okay, now check the balance 1001. We have your account balance. Something is wrong here. Let me check what is wrong. Okay, so we have a bug. We did not return the account found by the by comparison of the account number. Let's test it now. Stop, run, and create account. Checking account. Okay, 1001. Check balance. 1001. We have zero balance. Let's deposit number 2. Sorry, number 3. And let's say 500. Okay. Sorry, we need to let's something is wrong here. Okay, let's check the balance. 1001. Why it added? Okay, so the bug was a wrong ID. Check. Okay, let's test now. Number 1, create checking account. Okay, and checking account is created. Let's check the balance. Number 2, add enter number. Over account is 0. Okay, let's check a wrong account number. Okay, let's say 100. Okay, no such account exists. Okay, now deposit number 2, 1001. Let's deposit 500. 3, sorry, option 3 for the deposit. 1001 account number, 500 amount, and amount is successful. Let's check the balance again. 2, 1001. Let's make a withdrawal. Number 2, 3, 4, and 1001. Let's withdraw 150 and successful. Our balance is 350. Let's confirm. Number 2, 1001. Okay, that is it. Now let's create a savings account. 1 and savings account. Okay, savings account has been created with the 1002 IDE. Okay, check its balance. 1001, 1002. Okay, balance is 0, and deposit 1002. Let's say 7,000. Okay, and now we demonstrate transfer. Number 5. Okay, account transfer from 1002, and we will transfer to the checking account 1001, and amount is 1500. Okay, now let's check the transaction failed. Something is still wrong. Okay guys, so we were testing transfer. So 5, and account to transfer from is savings account, and enter account number to transfer is 1001, amount 1500. Okay, so we have transferred 1500 from our checking account into a savings account into a checking account. Let's see the balances. 1001 and balance of 1002. So guys, 1500 deducted from here. That is all guys. This is for the C++ object-oriented programming. Let's meet you with the new tutorial. I am going to implement this same function in different languages like Visual Basic, C#, Python, and maybe JavaScript also, Dart, and some other languages. Thank you.